You ever stop to wonder, in a world where machines can think, learn, and even create, what's left for us? A day I can write poetry, compose music, paint portraits, diagnose diseases, drive cars, and predict human behavior better than we can ourselves. But deep down, you feel it too, don't you? There's still something that machines can't quite touch, something fragile, something real, the last human skill. The one thing AI can never replace. We've built a world that runs on intelligence, artificial intelligence. But maybe what we're losing isn't intelligence at all. Maybe it's understanding. Because while machines can process data, humans can feel meaning. And that difference, subtle as it seems, might be what keeps us human in the end. Think about this. AI can mimic empathy. It can detect sadness in your voice, adjust its tone, and say, "I'm here for you." But it doesn't feel your pain. It doesn't understand the weight of silence after a heartbreak, or the comfort of someone simply sitting beside you without saying a word. That's not in its code, that's in our hearts. So what is the last human skill? It's not logic. Machines mastered that long ago. It's not memory. They've got infinite storage. It's not even creativity, because AI can now paint, write, and design with breathtaking accuracy. The last human skill is something deeper. It's the ability to feel, to connect, to imagine, to care in ways that don't make sense mathematically. Let me give you a picture. A nurse sits by the bedside of a dying patient. The monitor shows stable vitals, but she knows, by the look in the patient's eyes, that they're slipping away. She reaches out, holds their hand, and whispers, "You're not alone." No algorithm taught her that moment. No AI could replicate that warmth. That's not data. That's human instinct. In Japan, engineers created a robot that could simulate empathy. It listened, nodded, responded with comforting phrases. But patients said something strange. They said it made them feel understood, but not seen. That's the gap. AI can understand what we feel, but not why we feel it. It knows the pattern, not the pain. And that's where the human essence lives, in the why. Now think about creativity. AI can generate a symphony in the style of Beethoven in seconds. But Beethoven wrote his 9th symphony while he was deaf. He couldn't hear the music. He felt it through his soul. That's not computation. That's transformation. Pain becoming beauty. Loss becoming legacy. I can imitate that, but it can never experience it. You see, human emotion is not a flaw in evolution. It's our greatest algorithm. It drives art, love, sacrifice, and meaning. It's what makes a parent stay up all night by a child's bed. It's what makes strangers rush into burning buildings. It's what makes you cry at a song you've heard 1,000 times, not because of the notes, but because of the memories they carry. Machines will never cry over a melody. They'll never miss someone they've lost. They'll never love something that can break them. And maybe that's exactly why we matter. There's a famous experiment by researchers at MIT. They trained an AI to recognize faces and emotions: anger, joy, sadness, fear. It achieved 98% accuracy. But when shown a photo of a person smiling through tears, the AI labeled it as happy. It missed the contradiction. Because real emotion isn't always clean. It's messy, layered, sometimes even contradictory. Humans can hold love and grief in the same breath. AI can't. And yet, here's the paradox. The more AI evolves, the more it forces us to rediscover what being human really means. As machines become more capable, we have to become more conscious. We start asking deeper questions. What do I really feel? What do I truly value? What makes me me when everything else can be automated? Maybe the last human skill isn't just empathy or emotion. It's awareness. The ability to observe yourself, to question, to reflect, to sit in silence and ask, why do I feel this way? That self-reflection, that inner conversation, is something no AI can ever simulate, because it requires a soul. In the coming years, AI will take over most tasks. Doctors will diagnose through algorithms, lawyers will draft contracts in seconds, writers will use AI to tell stories faster than ever. But here's the truth. People won't remember the efficiency. They'll remember the human behind it. They'll remember the teacher who believed in them, the friend who listened when no one else did, the voice that said, "You matter." That's what sticks. That's what survives. When the world becomes fully automated, the most valuable people won't be the smartest. They'll be the most human, the ones who can connect, empathize, inspire, and love without a script. Because no matter how advanced AI become, it will never understand the quiet bravery it takes to forgive. It will never know the ache of missing someone. It will never understand the joy of seeing your child's first smile. Those aren't functions, they're feelings. And feelings are the one language that only humans speak fluently. So when people say AI is replacing us, maybe the better question is, what part of us are we letting it replace? Because if we surrender our empathy, our compassion, our curiosity, then yes, maybe it will. But if we nurture those parts, if we stay awake to what makes us human, then AI doesn't diminish us. It reminds us who we are. The future doesn't need more intelligence. It needs more heart. It needs people who can stand in front of machines and say, "You can calculate, but I can care." That's not weakness, that's strength. And maybe, just maybe, the last human skill is love. Not the kind that can be optimized, measured, or replicated, but the kind that moves us, the kind that hurts, heals, and connects souls in ways no machine will ever understand. Because in the end, it won't be the smartest species that survives. It'll be the one that remembers how to feel. So, when AI does everything for you, thinks for you, plans for you, even feels with you, ask yourself, will you still know how to feel for real? Because that's the last human skill.